I'm Natalie Manuel, and we are here in Sacramento, California at the Barnes & Noble to join with Doug Christie, the NBA star, and his wife, Jackie Christie. We will be here discussing their book and their life. Take a look. Thank you so much for being here with us on the show today. How was life growing up as Mr. Doug Christie in Seattle, Washington?
Well, Seattle was fantastic. It's my favorite city in the whole wide world. I'd say growing up there, I was a latchkey kid with my mom. She worked 2 or 3 jobs all the time, but my childhood was fantastic. I wouldn't change anything. Seattle was the best, and that's why we live there today.
Gotcha. So growing up, what was your desires of your heart to be an NBA star, or how did you really know that you wanted to have basketball to be your career?
Well, when I first started out, I was a soccer player, and I played.
Really, me too.
Yeah, I played soccer for about 5 years, and then all of a sudden I picked up basketball and I got into a league, and as soon as I did that, I fell in love, and I said, this is what I want to do, and I just dedicated pretty much my life to it because I knew I wanted to reach the highest pinnacle, which is the NBA, and luckily I did.
Well, we all know you're on the LA Clippers, the Lakers, and Sacramento Kings. Where did you have your most memorable memory, in what team? Don't say Sacramento just because we're in Sacramento.
No, by all means, it was Sacramento. No.
Yeah.
This is my favorite city. This is like our second home. The memories here, playing in front of these fans, it was just fantastic because they support, win, lose, or draw. We had good teams. They came out, and I think we played the best brand of basketball in the NBA at that time. And even though we never won a championship, especially like Game 7, people always asked, it was a crushing to the Lakers, but at the same time I learned so much about myself. Right. And that was my most enjoyable time in the NBA, bar none.
Sacramento Kings, see, repping for Sacramento. Now, with you, Mrs. Christie, you are a fashion designer. When did you actually know, or when did you realize that your heart was set on fashion?
I knew that about 4 years old when I started loving my mom's clothes and looking in her magazines and that kind of thing. And then we started putting on fashion shows in the house, and so they would call me Little Miss Fashionista when I was that little.
Yeah. So can you tell us anything about your background as far as fashion? Did you go to school for this, or is it just a natural talent?
Yeah, it's a natural talent, and I started modeling at 13, and I just had a natural knack for it. It's instincts, and I just love fashion. It's my middle name. Doug loves cars. I love fashion.
And now we're going to discuss your book, No Ordinary Love. Just tell us about it.
No Ordinary Love is a labor of love. It is a true story of marriage and basketball. It talks about how my wife and I met, from growing up in Seattle to our trials and triumphs throughout the NBA, the things that have been said about us. We offer advice on relationships, whether you're married, whether you're single. It's an inspirational book. It's a good read. I think it's something that you can sit down and read in a day, so that also adds to it because it's not something that's going to drag on. You're really going to enjoy it when you read it.
Got ya. Now, if you guys can actually do this for me, it might be a little tough. Explain this book in one word.
Explain this book in one word.
Love.
Besides love, it can't be in the title. Okay. It can't be in the title.
I'd say inspirational.
Okay, inspirational, everybody. Why inspirational?
It's definitely in this day and age where divorce is at an all-time high, and marriages is hard to come by and really stick to them. This book shows you how to do that and have fun doing it, and it's a cool thing. So I say it's inspirational to a lot of people that's looking for love and relationships and a foundation of strength and togetherness and don't know where to find it. We offer it in our book.
That's good. That's really cool. Now, you guys kind of have your marriage publicly. You guys are right in the limelight. Has that affected you guys any way? Have you guys got any backlashes from it? Anything negative or positive as well?
From the book or just marriage?
Everything.
Yeah. From our marriage, we've got a lot of negative press because I think a lot of times when you don't understand something, you judge it negatively. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a lot, that's what sells. It's sex, negativity, violence, and those are the things that they put on us. They put negativity from the standpoint that my wife is running things, I'm henpecked, all these different things, because they didn't understand two African-American people that are loving each other in this day and age. One's an athlete in a high glamour sport that that infidelity and things are at an all-time high, so they judged us negatively, and the book is contrary to that. It shows you how you can love and do all those things in this day and age, and love is cool.
What were your actual motives behind writing this book? What were they?
I would say our motives was definitely to share our message. We have a lot of people, a lot of fans that write us, email us, asking us questions. Can you tell us what to do, how to do this? I have a boyfriend, I have a husband. This is what they're doing. Can you counsel us? So we thought, this is the perfect time to release our book. We have been getting asked for a long time, write a book, you guys. You have something special. So that was our motives, was to get our message out there and share the infinite love that we found with each other, with everyone.
And that's really cool. You guys definitely put it in a book as well as with your reality TV show. How do you guys actually make your marriage work so hard if he's on the road, you're doing something different? Like, I know of a lot of viewers out there really just trying to figure that out. How do they keep trust in one another? Is there honesty? How does that work?
Well, a lot of the times my wife travels with me on the road. We have our mother that lives with us so she can take care of our children. And that's our time to have fun together. She comes, she enjoys basketball, she enjoys watching me play, so we get to go to other cities, eat different food, watch movies, have a good time. And more than anything is that we keep our thing tight, whether it's away from each other, whether we're together, we're on the phone, it's about family. That's first and foremost. And the fact that we keep that in the forefront allows us to overcome a lot of obstacles that other people fall prey to.
Yeah, I would say communication is very important. We communicate about everything. If I'm not feeling good about something, my husband asks, what's wrong? What can I do to help? Vice versa. And we try to talk about everything. So that's one way to keep long-distance relationships, or relationships where one person is gone a lot, close, and the connection is also there. You have to have a connection. What is some things you have in common? What can you be doing that's good that will make that person happy when they return? And what can they do while they're away that will make you happy when they return? So we're always keeping it spicy that way as well. I put him first.
Now, how long have you guys been together?
15 years. We've been married 12 of that.
Where'd you guys meet?
We met in Seattle, Washington from a mutual friend of ours. He knew my wife and he knew me from Little League basketball, and he told both of us, I have somebody for you to meet. I know this is the person. And he introduced us, and pretty much ever since that day.
Was it love at first sight?
Yeah, it was for me, but when I first saw Doug, he was standing in the center of the room, and there was some girls standing around, and I'm thinking, oh my God. I had found out he was going to play basketball eventually, and I'm thinking,
trouble, red flag, right? Yeah.
But then as soon as he said hello, how are you, in his presentation and just his aura about him, I said, he's a nice guy. I want to get to know him better. And then the next time I saw him, he was just the same person, really relaxed, calm, real. And then we went out on a date, and it was together ever since.
That's great. I definitely can co-sign for that. I just met you about 10 minutes ago, and you seem like a great guy. Well, thank you for joining us here on Sidewalks. We definitely had a great time interviewing you guys, and good luck in the future with your reality show and your DVD Uncut, and as well as your book, No Ordinary Love. And for more information, stay tuned with us, and also log on to sidewalkstv.com.